On this wall, there's wine bottles from BC. And some of those wineries got letters this week from Alberta Liquor, Gaming and Cannabis, basically warning them that if they continued direct-to-consumer sales in Alberta, well, the AGLC would no longer stock their products in their warehouses. Painted Rock Estate Winery is one of 106 BC wineries who received letters stating that AGLC would accept shipments if the company gives written notice, agreeing to immediately stop selling directly to Alberta consumers.
It's the small guys that need the tourists. They need, and this is a collaborative back and forth. If they're going to ship them a case of wine, let them ship a case of wine. Let them remit their taxes and keep these places alive. Because if you start cutting the revenue streams down and get nitpicky like that, it doesn't do anybody any good.
In a statement to CBC News, AGLC says the sales contravene provincial legislation and that with no oversight, it cannot ensure the wine is being sold to adults over the age of 18.
The quantity of those wines that are coming in from the small wineries in BC into Alberta is actually quite small.
Gurvinder Bhatia says higher-end restaurants might be affected the most in this province, but Albertans have a connection to BC wineries.
Alberta is a great place to do business in terms of great consumers, consumers that have a real thirst for knowledge when it comes to food and wine. And by cutting that off, it really is significantly going to hurt the smaller, it's the smaller BC wineries that are going to be affected most by it.
The issue for some winemakers isn't so red and white, and they've hired legal representation to fight the AGLC's demand.
I really love and respect our Alberta customers, and I'm going to ship them wine.
But for now, those wines will stay in Alberta's shelves and in the province's warehouse. Some aging will show which ones continue to be restocked. Travis McEwan, CBC News, Edmonton.